Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another War Robots video. So we're going to go do some gameplay with the Blitz and stick around afterwards because I'm going to tell you exactly how to build this guy to make him an absolute nightmare for the enemy team. You're going to be blowing people to pieces. We're going to talk about pilot skills. We're going to talk about weapons, modules, all kinds of stuff that can just make him dominating on the battlefield. All right. So let's go do some gameplay and stick around. Like I said, I'm going to show you exactly how to build this guy to make him something special after the gameplay. All right. Here we go. Alright, so I can stand back here and damage this guy from way over here, this is what's really nice about the sparks. Alright, sparks are great for that exact reason. Alright, let's go ahead and damage and suppress this guy and help my teammate kill him from back here. You don't actually have to really get into the battle with this. And my ability is over. Alright, so let's run over this way. We want to take this guy out. We got him. Alright, let's try and take this guy out. I gotta be really careful right now because I don't have my ability, but now I do. Oh, he went into that. Let's switch over to hitting this guy. Switch back to this dude because his ability just ended. And I'm out of ammo, and my ability is about over, so... Where's he going, man? I've never seen anything... It's Superman! Alright, here we go. Let's take him out.
Double kill.
Alright, we need that lock on. And let's go ahead and just blast these guys with the suppression. If there's more than one enemy over there, try and hit more of them. Like, you got 3 little blasts for suppression there. Try and hit all 3 of them or all 2 of them that are over there when you're playing this guy. Oh, there's someone up there. Let's get him. But yeah, you can suppress more than one person at a time, which is really cool. You just kind of have to remember to do that. When you're in the heat of the battle, sometimes it's pretty easy to forget and you just hit one guy with all 3 suppression beams when there's 2 or 3 enemies over there. So it can help to remember to suppress more than one at a time. Alright, we gotta put on that ability so we don't die. I got 5 seconds to escape. I'm gonna go ahead and use my phase shift. I lost one of my weapons. And now he's got someone over here to help. So I got 11 seconds till I can use my ability again. And he's coming after me. 3, 2, 1. Ability, there we go. But he shouldn't be able to damage me right now. Alright, so I'm sure you guys have seen my last couple videos where you've seen me play the Blitz with the Rhymes and you've seen me play the Blitz with the Magnums. So I figured in this video, I'll go ahead and get the Sparks out. These are probably my most powerful light weapons, actually. I'll tell you what though, this guy really is a killer, even with some shotguns. I really wish I still had a set of Gust to throw on here, to tell you the truth. So that guy's suppressed really good. Let's go ahead and take him out really quick. Alright, that guy's gone. I gotta watch out what's going on over here. Maybe I can blast these dudes a little bit. I know some people don't like the lock-on of these type of weapons, but the lock-on has never bothered me. I've never really had a problem with lock-on before. Alright, check it out. Let's suppress this guy. If only we had lockdown as well. So he's in his last stand. He's dead. So this is where the lock-on part kind of sucks. Is it took me a second to lock back onto that guy. Alright, he's gone. Now I got about 3 seconds till I got ammo back and 5 seconds for my ability. Okay, that's in Lancelot. I'm going to try and shoot somebody else because his shield is totally going to block my weapons. I think he just turned around so we can hit him right now, which is good. I need to watch my back because sometimes people sneak up behind you. You can't hit that little guy. Let's suppress him though. I know he's trying to get my teammates, so... Alright, nobody's behind me. Let's try and shoot the Lancelot. Alright, my ability just ended, so I need to make sure I stay close to cover so I don't get killed here. Now, this setup is not as fun as some of the other ones I was talking about, but it's very effective. This is a very effective and hard-hitting setup. Alright, let's blast this guy for a minute. 3, 2, I need to get back to cover before I phase shift. This is why I say you need the phase shift. If I didn't have that, I would now be dead, okay? Phase shift is the best module you can throw on here, in my opinion. Now I gotta play Ring Around the Rosie with this dragon for a second. Alright, I got my ability. Let's find somebody. There's the dragon. Let's suppress that guy. Alright, he's nice and suppressed. I'm gonna lock onto him and I am going to take him out. So this is really a killer setup on this guy. Throwing on here, in my opinion. Now I gotta play Ring Around the Rosie with this dragon for a second. Alright, I got my ability. Let's find somebody. There's the dragon. Let's suppress that guy. Alright, he's nice and suppressed. I'm gonna lock onto him and I am going to take him out. So this is really a killer setup on this guy. And that was my mistake. I wasn't paying attention. I should have thought, hey, get back to cover, but I didn't. So anyways, you get the idea. Alright, so we're going to talk about what pilot skills are really going to make this Blitz shine, and we're going to try and talk about just the most important ones. Now, I just got Clive Vicious, which is the brand new legendary pilot, and if you don't have this yet, I think you're going to want to get this, because Blitz's main weakness is people can take out his shield and kill him while his ability is going. Well, this gives you, Clive trades that shield for 900 defense points, which is actually 90% damage reduction, just like the leech. So it's kind of like having a mini leech. You still get your little blast wave that shoots out and suppresses the enemies. So really, this is making a much stronger Blitz, okay? I just got this guy, so I'm still working on leveling up, but I'm going to tell you exactly which skills I'm going to be using on mine that are really just going to make this guy a nightmare for the enemy team. So, first off, you got Clive's Trick, which is your 90% damage resistance. Amazing. So the next skill, Armor Expert Blitz, that's going to give you 15% more durability. And when you've got damage resistance, the more durability, the better that seems to work. So you want to add as much durability as possible when you've got damage resistance going on. Alright, so the next one is going to be Suppressor Blitz. Now this is pretty amazing. So Blitz already suppresses the enemies, and that is a giant help. But Suppressor Blitz is going to give him even more suppression, and the enemies are barely going to be able to damage you at all when you have that skill active. So that's going to be a really good skill. Now, if there's 1 or 2 or 3 enemies, you can actually suppress more than one guy by aiming at each enemy separately. So you can suppress up to 3 people, I believe. And I mean, that's going to come in so handy, it's not even funny. So between your 90% damage reduction and the amazing amount of suppression you're going to have after you add Suppressor Blitz, the enemy's barely going to be able to touch you for a while. Alright, so the next thing is Death Survivor. Alright, once you get down to 50% health, you're going to be able to activate your 90% damage resistance again. And this is great. Like if you're in a hard spot, you're taking damage, you're trying to escape, you click that thing on and you can do one of 2 things. You can go in for the final kill, or you can book out of there and leave and get back to safety. That skill is going to be huge. So those 3 skills right there are, you want to have all 3 of those on your Blitz if possible. Now the other 2 that I find are really important is Roadhog. Most people aren't going to be able to add this many skills, but Roadhog, he's going to give you another 6.5% speed. That's one you might want to look at if you're going to add more than 3 skills. If you're only going to do 3, definitely Suppressor, Armor Expert, and Death Survivor, okay? And then the Roadhog and the Mechanic are the other 2 to look at. Mechanic lets you repair your robot. You know, you get a little bit of health back every second. There's another repair skill that's also really nice. Some people would prefer that over Mechanic, and that one is the Wonder Worker. All right, and every time you activate your ability, it restores a portion of your health. Some people like to have Mechanic. Some people like to have Wonder Worker. They're both really good, and it kind of depends on which robot, which one of those skills is better. So that's kind of up to you on that one. Some people like to have both. Personally, I find that a robot who is constantly activating his ability like Nemesis, now that's something you want to have Wonder Worker on because you can activate it so quickly. On this guy, I think I would probably go with the Mechanic over Wonder Worker, but that's kind of your choice there. All right, so those are the pilot skills. All right, once I level this guy up and I get the next 2 skills on this thing, all right, I'm going to do the Suppressor and the Death Survivor. And this Blitz is going to be so much better. I mean, you saw this guy in action. He was out there. He was doing some damage. He was hard to kill. He was making it very, very hard for the enemy team. So, anyways, let's move on to the next section. All right, so now we're going to take a look at what modules you should run on this guy. We're going to look at the active modules first. All right, you got Phase Shift. This one is very important because you've got a lot of speed, and if you're in trouble and your ability wears off and you're trying to escape, you can just pop that on and you can get away. It gives you a couple extra seconds to get out of there and keep yourself from dying. This is a giant help. Now, repair units can come in very handy on this little guy since he's either got a shield or all the damage resistance. So if you're not running the Phase Shift, I think a repair unit would be really good, but Phase Shift is a much better choice. Then you got your Death Mark. Death Mark is pretty awesome. All right, you're going to do 20% more damage to your enemies while this is on. You do shoot somebody with a Death Mark, and I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it only affects one enemy at a time, but you can do 20% more damage to that person. I mean, if really all you want is to do a little more damage, Death Mark's a good choice, okay? I still think Phase Shift is the best choice. You've got your lockdown ammo. I wouldn't even bother with that one on Blitz. You got your Quantum Radar. Well, if you really want to kill Al Junes, that's cool. Shield Breaker, if you really want to kill Ares or anybody else with a shield, that's nice. But I think the absolute most beneficial active module on this guy is the Phase Shift. All right, so let's go look at the non-active modules. I guess I should say the passive modules. Now, one thing I like, especially with having Clive Vicious, armor kits or heavy armor kits, I'm telling you, the more hit points you have, plus the damage resistance, the better it works. So armor kits are a great choice. Nuclear reactors or thermo nukes. Well, if you just want to do some more weapon damage, these are very good choices. Personally, though, with Clive Vicious, I think you want the armor kits. If you don't have Clive Vicious, the nuclear reactors are a good choice, or the thermo nukes. Now, if you don't have Clive, if you do have Clive, you're not going to want this. But if you don't have Clive and you're still using Blitz with the little Aegis shield, these fortifiers can really beef up that shield. So if you want to buy some of these with gold and use them, man, it'll make your little Aegis shield way harder for the enemy to take out, which is kind of important because, in my opinion, that's always been Blitz's weak spot, is that shield dies and then you get killed before your ability's over. With Clive Vicious, that's no longer going to happen, but the fortifiers can really help if you're actually running one with a shield. Anti-control, those are pretty nice. I don't think I would put one on a Blitz. Battleborn's great. I don't think I would put that on a Blitz. Now, Last Stand, okay. Last Stand is one of those things. If you can afford to level up your Last Stand, it can make a huge help on pretty much any robot. So I would say armor kits in Last Stand or 3 armor kits, all right? Those are really going to make your robot great. All right? All right, so we're going to talk about which weapons work really well on the Blitz. Now, of course, sparks are a really great weapon. Everybody loves the sparks. 4 sparks on this guy is amazing. Personally, I think there's better choices, all right? But sparks are amazing. Punishers, they can work really well if you need them to. A lot of people underestimate Punishers. Punishers have one real flaw, though. That's the fact that they have a 10-second reload time. And, well, they do a lot of nice damage up close, but that 10-second reload time kind of stinks. Magnums, a lot of us old players who've been playing a long time probably have a bunch of Magnums laying around unless you sold them. Magnums aren't the best weapon in the game, but if you need to make them work, they will work. 4 high-level Magnums can really pack a punch. All right, definitely not the best choice, but they'll work if you need them to. Aphids, geckos, pinatas. Let's see. Let's find some other ones. Gusts. any type of little shotgun weapon can still be crazy deadly on the Blitz. Like, it's really, really good, to be honest with you guys. But it's a lot harder to play shotgun weapons these days after they nerfed the thing. So I'm still not sure if shotguns are the best choice. But shotgun weapons are still extremely deadly on the Blitz. You just have to, it just takes more skill to play them, okay? Alright, Stings, I don't know if I would go with that route. Sparks, awesome. Shredders, awesome weapon overall. I need to get a pair of these. Like, I've always loved playing Shredders on the test server or wherever else I've played them. I need to build a pair of these because Shredders are actually great little weapons. Again, Halo is a type of shotgun. We already mentioned that. Very good if you... Takes a lot more skill to play these shotguns these days, but they can still be amazing. They're mainly made for battle at point blank, and you run out of shots quick. They do huge damage really quickly, and then you're kind of out of shots. So they do take more skill to play. Blazes, if you like the flamethrower weapons, these things will burn people down quick. These are a great weapon for 350 meters, mainly for like close combat fighting. Marquees, if you want more of like a sniper type of weapon, these work really well from a distance. Personally, I wouldn't go that route, but if you just want to stay back and stay out of the battle and try and just snipe some people and do a little damage, these are actually great. 4 of these on the Blitz are really nice. I have played that before. Rhymes. This is currently probably the most powerful setup there is out there. You get 4 of these on a Blitz and you get them to a high enough level. Blitz is just going to dominate and destroy everything. So personally, I think Sparks or Rhymes are probably your best bet. And if you happen to have a bunch of Magnums laying around, give those a try. You might actually really like them. But Sparks and Rhymes seem to really be the way to go. I think we covered everything there as far as building this guy and how to make him super awesome. And I'm telling you, once you get those specific pilot skills onto your Blitz that I was talking about, man, this guy is going to be a nightmare for the enemy team to deal with. Alright, so I think that pretty much wraps this video up. I had a lot of fun making this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. Alright, I really enjoy making videos that help people learn about the game and stuff like that. So anyways, I think that pretty much covers everything. Awesome little robot. And if you do happen to get the newest Blitz, which is the Ardent Blitz, that thing is going to have another 10% hit points over this one. And it's going to look amazing, all right? I'm going to pull that out of operations here in the next couple of days. I'm not really sure if I'm going to build it up or not because that's a lot of silver just to get another 10%. Right now, I'm probably not going to have enough silver to get my Ardent Blitz up to level 12. This is level, this guy is already Mark II level 1, which is the same thing as level 12, but I'm probably just going to stick with this guy. Maybe one of these days I'll build the other Blitz up. Maybe I will just because he looks amazing. I'm not sure, but this build video works for Blitz and Ardent Blitz, okay? These robots are going to be the next best thing on the battlefield now with this new pilot. All right, these are going to be hot little robots running all over the place. So you guys definitely need to get yourself a Blitz and a Clive Vicious to go along with it. All right, hope this guide helped. See you guys later.